Did you know that an ordinary-looking 1979 D Washington quarter could be worth a small fortune? That's right, this tiny piece of change could make you a millionaire if it has the right characteristics. In today's video, we're diving into the mystery behind the 1979 D quarter, what makes it so valuable, and how you can identify if you've got one of these treasures in your pocket change. First, let's take a closer look at the 1979 D Washington quarter. The D mint mark means it was minted in Denver, and while most of these coins aren't particularly rare, a few of them possess unique features that send collectors scrambling. So, what exactly makes some of these coins worth so much? Here are the top characteristics that could increase this quarter's value to over $1 million. One of the primary reasons a 1979 D quarter could be valuable is due to minting errors. Errors like doubling, where details like Washington's I or the words, "In God We Trust," appear twice, can skyrocket the coin's value. Be sure to check carefully for any doubling, especially around the rim and key text areas. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. If your 1979 D quarter has sharp details and shows no signs of wear, it might be graded as mint state or even gem uncirculated. These pristine conditions attract collectors and can turn a regular coin into a jackpot. Planchet errors are another factor that can make this quarter valuable. A planchet is simply the blank metal disc used to make the coin. Occasionally, a quarter may be struck on the wrong type of metal or have unusual composition variations, making it incredibly rare and valuable. Collectors love coins with unique toning, which gives the coin a colorful, almost rainbow effect. If your quarter has this toning, especially on a 1979 D, it could fetch a high price. Proof-like surfaces, which give the coin an extra mirror-like shine, can also significantly boost its value. Alright, now to the big question, how much could you get if you have one of these rare 1979 D quarters? Well, depending on the condition and error type, they could be worth anywhere from a few $100s up to a whopping $1 million or more. A high-grade, error 1979 D quarter recently sold for thousands at auction, and some rare specimens are known to have gone for even higher sums. Imagine finding that in your pocket change. So, what are you waiting for? Start digging through your change jar and see if you might have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. And don't forget to check for the key features we've highlighted today. If you liked this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more content on rare coins, and share this with someone who loves the thrill of treasure hunting. We're diving into the surprising world of the 1983 P Washington quarter and exploring what makes this seemingly ordinary coin one of the most valuable quarters ever. Now, first things first, let's talk about why the 1983 P quarter is special. Most people see a quarter from 1983 and think, it's just pocket change. But here's the truth, this coin is much rarer than you might realize, thanks to a unique set of circumstances from that year. Back in 1983, the United States Mint didn't issue mint sets or proof sets for circulation. That means there were no collector sets containing this year's coins. So, if you wanted a 1983 P quarter, you had to find it in circulation. Most of them were quickly used in transactions, meaning very few 1983 P quarters were kept in pristine condition. To identify this valuable quarter, here's what you need to look for. Look just above the date, and you should see a P mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. Because so few 1983 quarters were preserved in uncirculated condition, high-quality, uncirculated examples are incredibly rare. The most valuable 1983 P quarters will have a sharp strike, clean surfaces, and no major scratches, dings, or blemishes. It's this pristine look that can push the value sky high. Alright, so why exactly is a 1983 P quarter worth so much money? Well, collectors are always on the lookout for high-grade versions of coins, and in the case of this 1983 P quarter, finding one in mint or near mint condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. This rarity, combined with collector demand, can push the price into the thousands, or even higher for coins in perfect condition. In fact, one of these rare quarters in mint state sold for over $7,000 in a high-profile auction. And if you're incredibly lucky enough to find one in perfect condition, graded MS68 or higher, it could potentially be worth much, much more. Here's a quick checklist to help you determine if you have a valuable 1983 P quarter. Check for the P above the date. The better the condition, the higher the value. Look for sharp details and minimal wear. Uncirculated quarters should have a bright, almost mirror-like finish. Coins graded by a professional service, like PCGS or NGC, will give you the best idea of its value. If you found a 1983 P quarter that meets these criteria, you could be looking at a valuable collector's item. So, whether you're hunting through your coin collection, or just paying close attention to your pocket change, that humble 1983 P quarter could be worth a fortune. Remember, the right condition is key, so if you find one, consider getting it professionally graded to maximize its value. We're diving into a rare find that could turn a regular 1985 D Washington quarter into a life-changing jackpot. Believe it or not, this little quarter could be worth millions, but only if you know exactly what to look for. The 1985 D Washington quarter was minted in Denver, and while millions were produced, there are a few special versions that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. So, what makes these quarters so valuable? Let's break it down. The value of these quarters can skyrocket due to minting errors. Look for any doubling on George Washington's profile or lettering, known as a double die error. Coins with doubling can fetch thousands, even hundreds of thousands, if they're in top condition. Then there's the off-center strike error, which happens when the coin's image isn't perfectly aligned. These mistakes are super rare and highly collectible. Imagine spotting this kind of error on a quarter you found in your pocket change. With collectors always on the lookout for unique finds, these errors drive the price way up. Next up is the condition. Collectors love coins that look like they just left the mint yesterday. This is where the grading scale comes in. Higher grade coins are typically graded by professional companies, and a high rating can turn your quarter from cents to serious cash. For the 1985 D quarter, a grade of MS67 or higher could be worth thousands, and in rare cases, even $1 million. To get that high grade value, your coin must have no scratches, stains, or wear marks. Mint condition coins are tough to come by, which is why collectors pay top dollar for them. Finally, the 1985 D quarter holds historical value for collectors interested in the Washington Quarter series. This quarter represents a piece of American coinage history, making it a must-have for dedicated collectors. When demand is high and supply is low, the price of these unique coins goes through the roof. Some of these quarters have gone for record prices at auctions, especially when rare features or mint errors are in play. Collectors know that the rarer the find, the higher the value. Alright, so if you think you might have a valuable 1985 D quarter, here's what to do. First, check for any doubling on Washington's face or the letters. Next, look for off-center strikes or other unusual patterns. And if it looks pristine, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These services will help you get an accurate grade and potentially attract serious buyers if you decide to sell. But remember, even if your coin doesn't have an error, a high-grade 1985 D quarter is still worth way more than face value. So, who knew a simple quarter could be worth a fortune? Keep an eye out, you might be holding onto a hidden treasure without even knowing it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin values and want to learn more about other rare finds, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. We're diving into the fascinating details of the 1989 P Mint $quarter coin, why it's worth so much, and what you should look for to spot one of these treasures. So grab your coin jars and let's get hunting. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932, and it originally commemorated the 200th birthday of George Washington. The 1989 Washington quarter, minted in Philadelphia and marked with a P, may seem like just another coin from the 80s. But some special versions of this coin can fetch incredible amounts. Let's uncover why. So, what makes this coin so valuable? Like many coins, its value lies in rare varieties and exceptionally high grades. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC that achieve a high mint state rating are known to be incredibly valuable. When it comes to the 1989 quarter, a coin in near-perfect condition, such as MS-68 or MS-69, could be worth thousands, and maybe even millions to the right collector. Rarity and condition make all the difference here. One of the most sought-after characteristics is an error or unique variation on the coin. Some of the 1989 quarters have minting errors that make them unique. Look out for double dies, off-center strikes, or even unique planchet errors. These quirks are unintentional, but they make each coin with an error one of a kind, and collectors love these unique coins. Keep a close eye on the lettering, especially the Liberty and In God We Trust text, as well as George Washington's profile. Any sign of doubling could make your coin very valuable. For most coins, the better the condition, the higher the value. Grading services like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins meticulously. They look for any signs of wear, scratches, or imperfections that could lower the grade. If you have a 1989 quarter that's nearly flawless, it could grade in the mint state range of MS-67 or higher. Only a handful of coins reach this level of perfection, and the few that do can be worth thousands, if not more. Now, you might be wondering, has any 1989 quarter actually sold for $1 million? While not every 1989 P-Mint quarter has reached that level, quarters with unique errors or exceptional mint state grades have sold for tens of thousands, and in rare cases, special quarters can reach astronomical values at auction. High-end collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that stand out from the rest. If you think you have a valuable 1989 quarter, consider getting it professionally graded. To do this, send your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate its authenticity, grade, and encapsulate it in a protective slab. Grading can cost between $20 and $100, depending on the service and speed, but if your coin has high potential, it's definitely worth the investment. So, could your 1989 Washington quarter be the $1 million find? Keep an eye out for those pristine mint state coins and unique errors. If you're a coin enthusiast or just someone with a spare change jar, it's worth taking a look. You never know what treasure might be hiding there. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know about other valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1991 P. Washington quarter. You might just have one of these coins hiding in your pocket change or collection, and some rare ones are worth a fortune. Now, you may be wondering, how can a regular 1991 quarter be worth thousands or even millions? Well, as any collector knows, certain coins can gain massive value if they have unique features, limited mintage, or certain errors. And the 1991 P. Washington quarter is one of those intriguing cases. Let's start with a bit of history. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932, initially designed to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. By 1991, these coins were still part of everyday use, and most of them minted that year were, well, ordinary. But, certain special coins from this year stand out, and their story is what's driving collectors wild. 1991 was a year of big changes in the world economy, and as the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia, the P. Mint mark, churned out quarters to meet demand, a few of these coins came out, different. That's what makes them so special. So, what makes the 1991 P quarter potentially worth so much? The secret lies in a few key factors: unique mint errors, exceptional quality grading, and the rarity of high-grade coins. Here's what to look for. First, check for the P Mint mark right here. This tells us it was made in Philadelphia. Then, inspect the coin for any unusual features. There are rare mint errors that can happen during production, like off-center strikes, doubling in the lettering, or even over-polished die marks. Mint errors are one of the most exciting parts of coin collecting because they turn everyday coins into valuable treasures. Look closely at the coin's surface. Common errors on Washington quarters include doubling on the word Liberty or In God We Trust, a blurred mint mark, or even strange marks due to die clashes. If you find one of these errors, your 1991 P quarter could be worth a lot more than 25 cents. Another important factor is condition. Even the smallest scratch or discoloration can affect value, so finding a 1991 P in mint state condition or graded highly by the PCGS or NGC can make a significant difference. The higher the grade, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. Now, let's talk about value. In circulated condition, a standard 1991 P quarter is worth around its face value. However, if it's in pristine, mint state, it could sell for hundreds of dollars. And if it has one of those rare errors we mentioned, the price can shoot up to thousands, or even into the six figures if it's a particularly unique find. Yes, you heard that right. Some error coins from common years like 1991 have fetched prices that stunned collectors. In recent auctions, rare error quarters from the 1990s have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. The market for error coins is strong, and as collectors hunt for these rarities, the value could continue to rise. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1991 P quarter? Here are a few steps to get started. First, examine the coin with a magnifying glass. Look for any errors, unusual marks, or signs of wear that might affect its value. If it's in excellent condition and looks promising, consider sending it for grading to get a professional opinion. PCGS and NGC are the top graders in the industry, and they can help you get a realistic estimate. Remember, grading isn't cheap, but for a potentially valuable coin, it's worth the investment to maximize your return. So there you have it. The 1991 P Washington quarter may seem like a typical coin at first glance, but if you're lucky, it could be hiding a unique error or in such pristine condition that it's worth thousands. Check your pocket change, old coin jars, or any inherited coin collections. Who knows? You could be holding on to a valuable piece of history. We're diving into the world of one such coin, the 1994 P Washington quarter. You may have one of these coins stashed away in your pocket, and little do you know, it could be worth far more than just 25 cents. Let's break down what makes this coin so special and how it can potentially be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions. The Washington Quarter series has been a long-time staple in American currency, honoring the first president of the United States, George Washington. The 1994 P quarter was minted in Philadelphia. That's what the P mint mark stands for, just below Washington's iconic profile. Although billions of these quarters were produced in 1994, a few rare versions have garnered collectors' interest due to unique features and certain rare errors. What makes a 1994 P quarter potentially worth much more than face value? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and certain rare minting errors. Coins with specific errors, like double dies, misstrikes, or unique die varieties, are often extremely valuable to collectors. These rare errors transform an ordinary quarter into a prized collector's item that could be worth thousands. Let's start with a couple of error types to look for in the 1994 P quarter. First up is the double die error. This occurs when certain parts of the coin, like the date or the lettering, appear double due to a misalignment in the minting process. Next, keep an eye out for off-center strikes. An off-center error is easy to spot and happens when the coin design is struck outside its normal boundaries, giving it a distinct, misaligned look. If you spot either of these types of errors on your 1994 P quarter, you could be looking at a much more valuable coin. Another important factor in determining a coin's value is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with pristine, uncirculated coins, known as MS or mint state coins, at the top of the grading scale. An uncirculated 1994 P quarter with a rare error, in top condition, can dramatically increase in value. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare, high-quality coins, and recent auctions have shown impressive results. A 1994 P quarter with distinct error features or in a high mint state grade has been known to fetch significant amounts. For example, MS-67 or MS-68 graded 1994 P quarters have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction, while unique error coins have reached incredible prices due to their rarity. If you think you might have a valuable 1994 P quarter, the next step is to get it appraised. Coin grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can provide professional grading and certification. These services not only give you a clear idea of your coin's value but also help authenticate and increase its credibility for collectors and auctions. Once you know the value of your coin, it's crucial to store it safely. Coins that are in near-perfect condition should be kept in airtight holders or cases to prevent any damage or wear. Proper storage can make a difference in maintaining your coin's value over time. In conclusion, while not every 1994 P quarter is worth $1 million, a rare error or an exceptionally high-grade version could make it highly valuable to collectors. It's all about rarity, condition, and the uniqueness of each coin. So next time you find a quarter in your change, take a closer look, it might just be a hidden treasure. We're diving into a hidden gem that might just be lying in your pocket change right now, the 2000 P Washington quarter. Could this unassuming coin actually be worth $1 million? Let's find out. Alright, so here we are, talking about the Washington quarter, which most of us know as a standard coin in US currency. But every once in a while, a rare coin like the 2000 P quarter grabs everyone's attention. What makes this one so special, and why could it potentially be worth a fortune? The 2000 Washington quarter, minted in Philadelphia, hence the P mint mark, might seem like just another quarter. But this coin was part of the United States Mint State Quarters program, one of the most successful numismatic programs in history. This was a period of high production and high demand for collectible quarters, as each state's design was celebrated. Most 2000 P quarters are just worth face value, but specific variations have been discovered over the years. What you want to look for are error coins. These are coins that went through a production mishap, creating unique features that can skyrocket their value. Common errors include double die errors, off-center strikes, and even proof-like strikes mistakenly made with business-grade coin dies. One error to look out for on the 2000 P quarter is doubling, especially on the obverse side. This could mean doubling on the letters, the date, or even on Washington's face. Another highly desirable error is when there's an off-center strike, where part of the design is cut off the edge of the coin. These errors make each coin one of a kind. So, why are these errors so valuable? It's simple: rarity. Error coins are usually scarce, and collectors love unique coins with flaws, especially when they're accidental. Rare error coins from the State Quarters program have sold for thousands, even tens of thousands, at auction. But what about the $1 million price tag? Well, in a perfect storm of rarity, demand, and the right error, it's not impossible. Let's talk about the factors that could make this 2000 P quarter worth $1 million. First, rarity and condition play the biggest roles. A coin in pristine condition with a major, highly visible error would be in high demand among collectors. The highest recorded prices for error quarters have reached 6 figures in private auctions. With the right provenance or a never-before-seen error, that $1 million price isn't just a dream. If you're lucky enough to find a 2000 P Washington quarter with a rare error, be very careful. Even the tiniest scratch can reduce a coin's value significantly. Handle your coins with gloves, avoid cleaning them, and consider getting the coin graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC. Grading not only authenticates the coin but also gives it a grade that can help establish its value at auction. Once you've identified a potentially valuable coin, getting it appraised is the next step. Coin dealers, numismatic experts, and auction houses can all give you an idea of what your coin might be worth. If it's a high-value coin, consider selling it at an auction house specializing in rare coins to attract serious bidders. So, could the 2000p Washington quarter in your pocket be worth $1 million? It's unlikely, but it's definitely possible if you find the right combination of errors and pristine condition. Keep checking those coins, and you might just strike gold, well, in the form of silver. We have an exciting one to discuss, the 2003 Philadelphia minted Washington quarter dollar that could be worth, wait for it, up to millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. If you've got a few of these quarters stashed away, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Let's start with a little background on the 2003 Washington quarter. The 2003 quarter was part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, which launched in 1999. Every year, 5 new quarters were minted to honor different U.S. states, and in 2003, we saw quarters featuring Illinois, Alabama, Maine, Missouri, and Arkansas. But the specific quarter we're talking about today, the 2003p Washington quarter, might be more valuable than you think. So, you might be wondering, what makes this quarter so special? Generally, coins can become valuable due to a few key factors: rarity, errors or misprints, and, of course, demand among collectors. For the 2003p quarter, there are some rare error varieties that are highly sought after by collectors, and if you happen to have one of these rare varieties, your coin could be worth thousands, if not millions. Now, let's get into the specifics of what to look for. Here are the types of errors that have appeared on 2003p quarters that can increase their value significantly. One of the most famous and valuable types of errors on coins is the doubled die. This happens when the die that strikes the coin gets slightly misaligned, resulting in parts of the design being doubled. If you see any doubling on Washington's profile, the inscriptions, or the state design on the back, that's a good sign you could be holding onto a valuable coin. This error happens when the coin is not perfectly aligned with the press, resulting in an off-center design. The more off-center it is, the more valuable it could be. If you have a 2003 quarter where the design is shifted off-center, especially by 10% or more, it might be worth a pretty penny. Sometimes, coins are struck on metal blanks that aren't perfect. A clipped planchet error is when part of the metal blank is missing, usually in a circular or crescent shape. This can be particularly valuable if it's combined with other errors, and collectors absolutely love these unique imperfections. While it's rare, there are cases where coins are accidentally struck on planchets meant for another denomination or metal type. If you suspect your quarter has a different metallic composition or weight, this could also increase its value. So, you've gone through your 2003 quarters and think you found something special. How can you confirm its value? Here's what you should do next. This helps to identify those subtle doubling errors or other fine details. Standard Washington quarters weigh about 5.67 grams, so any significant difference in weight could indicate an error. The most valuable quarters are often authenticated by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. These organizations can verify your coin's authenticity and assign it a grade, which will affect its final market value. Now, let's talk numbers. On the lower end, a 2003p quarter with minor errors might fetch anywhere from $50 to a few $100s. However, quarters with rare or extreme errors, especially in high-grade condition, have been known to sell for thousands of dollars at auction. While finding one worth millions is rare, collectors are always looking for unique coins to add to their collection, so you never know how high the price might go if demand is strong enough. If you're into coin collecting, or you just found this interesting, remember to handle your coins carefully to preserve their condition. Always hold them by the edges, and if possible, store them in a protective case to avoid any wear. And keep an eye out for any unusual coins because you never know when you might stumble upon something worth a small fortune. So there you have it, folks. If you have a 2003p Washington quarter, it's time to grab that magnifying glass and start examining. Let us know in the comments if you think you have one of these rare quarters or if you want to learn more about other valuable coins in circulation today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video about hidden treasures in your pocket change. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, focusing on a specific coin that could be worth millions, the 2005 Washington quarter dollar. Make sure to stick around to learn how this seemingly ordinary quarter could hold extraordinary value. The 2005 Washington quarter dollar is part of the 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999 and ran until 2008. This series celebrated each state's unique history and culture by releasing a new quarter every 10 weeks. The 2005 quarter specifically features the designs for both West Virginia and Minnesota. Now, what does the D stand for? It signifies that this quarter was minted in Denver, Colorado. But why should you care about a coin from 2005? Let's explore that. While most 2005 Washington quarters are worth face value, a few rare varieties can be worth a fortune. The key to their value lies in their rarity and condition. Coins graded MS 66 or higher can fetch thousands at auction. In fact, there have been instances where certain 2005 quarters have sold for over $1 million. So, what makes these coins so valuable? Let's break it down. Some of the most valuable coins feature minting errors. For the 2005 Washington quarter, there are a couple of notable errors that collectors pay top dollar for. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin misaligns, creating a doubling effect on the text and images. If you find a 2005 quarter with this error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. These happen when the coin is not correctly aligned during the striking process, leading to an off-center design. Coins with significant off-center strikes can be quite valuable, sometimes fetching thousands of dollars. Now that you know about the valuable varieties, how do you identify if you have a treasure on your hands? Here are a few tips. Look closely for any signs of doubling or misalignment. A magnifying glass can be your best friend here. If you think you have a rare coin, consider getting it graded by a professional service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Grading can greatly affect the coin's value. Keep an eye on auction sites and numismatic forums to see what similar coins are selling for. This can give you a good idea of your coin's potential worth. If you discover that you have a valuable 2005 Washington quarter, you might be wondering where to sell it. Here are some options. Local coin shops can be a quick way to sell your coins. Just make sure to shop around to get the best price. Websites like eBay and Heritage Auctions can help you reach a wider audience, often resulting in higher sales prices. Attending coin shows can connect you with serious collectors and dealers, increasing your chances of getting a fair price. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, the 2005 Washington quarter dollar can be more than just a piece of currency. With the right eye for detail and a bit of luck, you might just find a valuable gem in your pocket change. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exciting content on coin collecting. Share your experiences with the 2005 quarter in the comments below. We're diving into the fascinating world of coins, focusing on a very special piece, the 2016 Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. This coin isn't just a beautiful tribute to American history, it also has the potential to be worth millions. So, stick around as we explore its details, significance, and how you can determine its value. First, let's take a closer look at the 2016 Mint Mark Washington quarter. The quarter features a design by John Flanagan, which has been in circulation since 1932. The obverse showcases the profile of George Washington, while the reverse highlights a depiction of an eagle, a symbol of American freedom. But what makes the 2016 quarter unique is its mint mark. Unlike its predecessors, the 2016 quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint to commemorate the 225th anniversary of the U.S. Mint itself. This is a significant point because it's the first time a mint mark appeared on quarters intended for circulation. Now, let's talk about rarity. The 2016 quarter is relatively rare compared to other quarters from that year. While millions were minted, many have already been lost or damaged, making uncirculated or proof versions increasingly sought after by collectors. In pristine condition, this coin can fetch a high price on the market. According to recent sales data, well-graded specimens can sell for hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars, especially if they have unique features like errors or are part of a collector's set. Let's discuss how you can identify the value of your 2016 P quarter. First, check the condition of your coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. Here are some key factors to consider. Look for scratches, blemishes, or wear. A shiny appearance indicates it's been well preserved. Some coins have minting errors that can significantly increase their value. In terms of market value, recent auction results show that the 2016 P Washington quarter can be worth anywhere from $5 for heavily circulated coins to over $1,000 for those in pristine, uncirculated condition. Keep an eye on auction sites and coin shows. The demand for these coins can fluctuate based on collector interest. If you're looking to buy or sell a 2016 P quarter, make sure to do your research. Trusted dealers, online auctions, and coin shows are great places to start. Always check for authenticity and consider having high-value coins appraised by a professional. So, there you have it. The 2016 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar is not just a piece of history, it could also be a valuable addition to your collection.